Hey friends, welcome back to the video. We're at a downturn it again. Like we just come back from being just invincible. Things weren't going wrong at all, and at the moment now we're finding ourselves on the downturn now. So we'll see how we go. So yeah, we've switched it around. We're going down, but with the bankroll a little bit, we've at least over doubled our bankroll since the up when we had the upswing. So now we'll just try and level things out. And, you know, yesterday I had pocket kings and the queen was on the board and I ended up over shoving. And I think over shoving the turn with a queen on the board, that's just a tilted move, I think, because, I mean, ace queen, does he call maybe? King queen, you could probably cancel out. But everything else, jacks pop to fold, jack tens fold, aces will call. So pretty much everything is going to just fold there. So, which we're probably happy with in the end, but maybe we're just being results orientated there. All right, in position, deep stacked. All right, so he's going to bet here probably 5. And then, all right, we'll bet here. Hopefully he plays fits and folds and perfect. So we can do that. If they do a small 3 bet, usually another 10 big blinds, we probably call there in position. And hopefully our opponents play fit and fold. We'll go from there. But anyway, we'll gut shot. I'm going to bet it actually. That I'm going to bet. It's a dangerous board as well. We don't want to see an 8 come out or a 2. There's a lot of danger out there. All right, ace jack gonna fire away. Probably slow down now. It's gonna call behind. A small bet. All right, getting there cheaply. This is the whole plan. A bit out of position. If he re-raises, he'll have maybe a flush there or a straight. But I think if you don't bet there, he's never calling. He's just going to check behind. Sometimes there is bluffs, I guess. But the other thing too is just need to make sure that we don't get too carried away with over calling. We've still got to concentrate on our small blind range as well. Just play a really tight range there. Still focusing on when to call 3 bets out of position or we're in position. Out of position, small blinds, fold that one. Alright, just checking here, got a flush draw. Same thing again with the 10-9. We are out of position here. We don't want to bet and then they raise. Alright, we'll just shove this one. We've got it. Hopefully it hasn't got a bigger flush. If he folds this for 3 big blinds, it's funny. That's a nice hand. I think we're pretty unlucky if he hits the diamond there for a straight flush. So he could have a straight flush there. 8-7. Yeah, for a diamond, 9 of diamonds. I think we had one though. We had the 9 of diamonds, so yeah. So we're going to call a little bit wider in position, but not too far out. Just make sure that hands are got. This pot here, our opponent's not going to hit as much with 9-4-4. But he's either going to have over pairs or, play a bit of a trick line. So a lot of check folds are going to happen in that scenario, but we just don't want to get called out. Now, it's much easier not to get called out. In position, it's easier not to get caught out, but out of position, we seem to be chasing that equity and you get outpriced. And that's what happened with that open I think it was an open ender I had yesterday with that king queen, and we called like a huge turn bet. It wasn't huge, but it was still big enough that it annoyed us. Call behind, and then we've got a flush. So we're in position here, so close the position down with king 7. We have to raise. I think he's got a set here or 2 pair. Ace. 3s are gone. All right, so at the moment, seems pretty soft. Seems like quite a soft pull at the moment, so we're getting a little bit of action here, which is good. Hopefully the goal is to get ourselves back into the 80s in the bankroll again. And yesterday when I had the kings as well when we shoved, it's probably slightly different with the aces, because the aces, you can still get kings to call as well. There's more hands that we beat. As you can tell, we're not doing as much raising at the moment with draws. Missed that one. Just get out of the way. Just doing some calling at the moment. Board's paired up. Get a snap. Beautiful. I mean, there's going to be hands that he's going to have that beats us, but at the same time, we're just going to fold some of the hands. But at that case, as played, it feels like, yeah, there's no chance. All right, so we're doing a bit of calling at the moment. 6-5, just got to let this one go. If he checks here, I've got a bet. I can't afford another heart to come out. We've got the best hand here most of the time. All right, nice. We'll take it down. Just use position. We do risk people squeezing from the blinds, so you've got to be able to adapt. So at the moment, we're getting away with overcalling. Once the pool, during the week or something like that, depending on the time of day as well. Time of day is when we can afford to. We really need to tighten up our game. With certain times of the day. Two pair, king 9. I'm going to bet it. There's flush draws. He's probably going to fold out here. Okay, he's not going to fold out, but we've still got top 2. He could have king queen, king jack, king 10. I could have a set, but it's not as likely. All right, we'll bluff the king. These are throwaway pots, so maybe silly. Oh, that was a silly bet. Yeah, we just wasted that one. You never know. Maybe we do win ace high, but I don't think so. Wow. Okay, we bet for value. Oh wait, queen 10 did win. King jack suited. Alright, now got open ender. Going to do a lot of checking today, especially when we're doing some draws. Scare card and we missed our draw. We will bet this one because we missed our draw. New hands. King jack got trips. Gonna bet the trips. Got a lot of straight draws and flush draws as well. All right, nice a7 got through. Perfect. Flush draw here. We are not going to value bet ourselves either. We're just probably going to check behind. It's a multi-way pot as well, so we don't mind so much doing some checking. We don't have to take, as long as people are still in their hands, we don't have to bet as much. And now that we missed on the turn, we could probably, he shoves all in. All right, let's go let go. On the river. Definitely doing some raising. Hopefully this guy calls. Actually, I hope he raises. All right, gonna bet big, go large. Grips. Oh, all in. We got an all in. Snap it off. Thank you very much. He's got a straight. We got the flush. That's why I got a bet big as well. All right, that was a good hand. Played it pretty quiet as well. Oh, he had the book as well with fours. So at the moment, things are going steady. I guess that's a downside too, is when you've got winning tables and then you shut them down, you're essentially going from a winning table maybe to a losing table. So just be wary of that, I guess. Go for a queen. We bet this one. Do have a set. Not betting too bad. They fold. Oh, quads. Oh, also, it's not a total disaster yesterday. I know we lost probably about 5 buy-ins yesterday. At the same time, we got some chips as well. So we got chips for the flip out. So potentially 5 buy-ins could turn into like 30 buy-ins. You might possibly get $30 from it. But I think they might have changed it. I think it's only like a $12 plus a scoop. So I think they've changed the format now, which I don't really like as much. Don't like that idea as much. I'm going to call. It's only 2 extra. A hand should relatively play okay post flop. It's not perfect, but we'll still do it. What's showdown value here? Got a value bet the king. I guess when you do the small bet there, I don't know if they under bluff that spot. Some people might actually start betting and putting us on tough spots, and then we can just snap call free money. But then obviously we have done those hero calls and been right, and then we've done those hero calls and been wrong. So there's been disguised straight to go. There's no way they got a flush, but you run into straight. Top 2. Hopefully he bets this one. I'm going to raise it up. We only got a bad kicker. We're going to fault that one. 9-8 gut shot. Oh, we got a straight, but ace king gets there. Okay, flush comes out. Right, let's get a bit small. Ace jack. Got him. So I got a little bit extra value there. Looks like we're in a bit of an upswing at the moment. We'll be happy to play more hands at the moment, especially if we keep hitting. Just set mining the jack. Sometimes we could raise there as well. Probably should bet there with ace 2, but like he's going to fold anyway. Got shot with queen jack. Got to bet some value. The call with queen jack here, just trying to get the queen. Ace king maybe playing against. Yeah. Jack 7. I had a gut shot plus flush draw, but didn't get there. Ace on the river, we'll let go. Got everything, but yeah. Had the world ahead of us, but sometimes it just doesn't come out. But we lost the minimum because we didn't fold a king queen suited. Can be a fold under the gun, but that was a mistake. Didn't mean to. That's going to call. If he checks here, could have some have the best hand there. King queen, just going to hold that one. Maybe we'll save a lot of money because our opponents don't bet enough. I think our opponents won't bet enough, and then we can actually just get our cards cheaply. And then when it's the other way around, we pay them. Well, we don't pay them. We make them pay the price to chase their draws. So I'm in two minds there with the jacks. So if he has a king, he's calling. And if we hit the jack, we've just built the pot up to be a bit nicer. Oh, no. Could have been dominated, though. Alright, got a flush draw with ace queen. 6-5's got no chance. We're just going to bet it. Baby pot's a baby pot. What are you going to do? He calls. Got no chance of winning there otherwise. Alright, we'll bet this one. Hopefully get raised on. Everyone folds. But like last time, made everyone get to the river and then someone overvalued a straight. More people in the hand, more chance someone's going to mess up. As long as it's not us. Pocket queens, we've got king, we've got the nut flush coming through. Two pair, got to bet it. Not sure what he's got. King 9. Don't know if we lost value there by not betting. Important that the board didn't pair up with such a weak pair. Alright, Knights, he's going to bet this. We don't have showdown value. And there's no guarantee that the straight's coming out. Alright, so I've got a gut shot and a flush draw. That's the reason why I did call. There was plenty of cards. Then we get there for free, which is even better. I didn't bet. We took the free cards. So this is the reason why I have position. Maybe these little adjustments will actually help our win rate a bit more. Yeah, let me just get out of the way. He's probably got a king or a queen. But his fault. You know, we lose small when we don't hit the hand. But we'll be raising him on the river, and hopefully he just overvalues and calls. Alright, it's going to value bet here the 9. Pretty cheeky if he calls with a 7. Or a 4. It's just those little wins that just add up. It doesn't seem like much, but over a course of, tens of thousands, 100,000 in hands, and you do that every so often, going to help the win rate. And that's what you were saying before, Seb, as well. Like, talking about what's the most important thing. You're saying it's not bankroll. I mean, really, you are right when it comes to win rate, because if you just got a win rate, a solid win rate, then it doesn't matter you bankroll at all. Essentially, you just have a bankroll to suffer, the bad times. But if you've got a solid win rate, like a huge win rate, then you don't need to have a bankroll. Really, you just need to put money on the table to win all the time. And that's why we've been focusing on the best decisions at the time, trying to work out if we've overcalled Just working on certain scenarios. So at the moment, it's focusing on facing when we're facing three bets as well. So when I'm not playing this, and sometimes late at night, the last thing I'll do is watch a video on poker as well and do some reading up. Well, not reading, but let's watch some more YouTube videos as well and just try and learn from there. This is part of my weakest parts of the game. And before I played this morning, it's 10 o'clock now. So I went out to the shops with the wife, and I've done gardening as well. So done heaps of stuff before we got to this time. And it's very important to play poker with your mind at ease. We've done everything we're supposed to do around the house, so just calming it down and ease your mind down, and yeah. Okay, we've got backdoor flush with two overcards. Now we've got a straight draw, but gotta let go now. Didn't get the card we wanted. Yes, it came out that calling the chop is not probably ideal. I think another thing too is yesterday, or the day before yesterday, certain scenarios where I was going all in with ace king pre-flop and really suffering. All right, small bet, we'll call. We'll let go that one. All right. Oh, I don't know. You could have had the ace of hearts though. Don't know though. That ace king hand, we could have shoved over the top at the same time, but if he's got a pocket pair, yes, we're just flipping. What was not a great hand for ace king there. Looks like we did save a bit of money. It's a terrible flop for ace king. That really put his queens or jacks. One sec. Let's go. All right. You could check raise this one. We don't have showdown value. Plus, we got straight draws as well. All right, got the straight. If he's got a flush, has he got a flush? No, he doesn't. Beautiful. There was no flush there either. So I had a mega draw. That was a beautiful hand, actually. Had a position, no showdown value, extra equity on the turn, got the card on the turn and just ripped it. And that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be in those hands, especially when you make them. Queen 9, just hoping to call there. That needs a lot of help. We'll let go. All right, scare card, but from experience, no. It's a dry board. We're going to bet this one with two overcards. And we'll just get out of the way with 9-7. Didn't improve with two pair or trips. All right, hit queen on the river. He checks to us. We're going to value bet this one. I'm just going to call. Beautiful. Probably could have gone a little bit larger, actually. Yeah, I think we lost a little bit there. Probably need to go a little bit larger because he's going to call in that scenario. I think definitely could bet 3/4 there and he called. But it's all the other hands in between that we want him to we want to get those calls. It's maybe a half pot bet, maybe. Might be the idea. I got a set. Threes are gone. Gonna get his stack, hopefully. If he calls now, he's going to go all in. No, he didn't call, so he didn't go all in. Still 15 big blinds, though. Alright, bit of trashy hands, but a 1. Didn't 3-bet us, that should hit our range. Should have the best hand here a lot with the 9s. Yeah, good bet there. Trying to go for 10. Queen 4. Alright, so I got a straight, but the flush is out, so there's a problem. So I think we want a medium. We want a medium pot. We don't want a huge pot. Gut shot's not bad. It's disguised. Problem is now if a 9 comes out, the jack's out. Fold jack 9. Three's gonna fold. Don't think we've got the best hand here with jack 10. Seven 5. Got an open ender. Straight. It's checked to us. We're gonna bet it. Not a bunch of calling. All right, hit 2 pair. Hit a pair here. Playing a lot of post flop. All right, we'll raise it up a little bit. Didn't hit on the river. Beat a lot of ace high. Nice hand. 8-7, just trying to win the pot while we're in front there. We're playing a lot more hands today. I did say I was going to play tighter, but we are playing a lot looser today, actually. But it seems to be working pretty well because we're out playing them post flop. So that is the scenario that you've got to equate in as well. If you're going to play wider, can you outplay your opponents? At the moment, yes. And today it looks like it's pretty good. Two. Pocket 9s here. Dry board, but we've got to let go. We're hoping to just steal the C-bet there. It was quite a dry board as well. Hard for our opponent. I think our opponent's going to do a lot of folds. Don't know if he's going to do a lot of calling, raising there with ace king. I think he might do it with some overpairs. All right, 9's just going to try and take it down now. Got position with 9s at least. Perfect way to play 9s. Queen 10's gone. Queens. Had back doors, but didn't come out our way. Ace jack in the small blind, let go. Just think it's smart. Just got to decide where to really play loose. In position, mostly get your free cards. Keep the pots down low until the river, or at least till you make your hand, and then start betting. We'll defend. All right, I got a pair, which is gonna be fun. I got 2 pair. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a queen. All right, gonna raise it. If it was suited, we'd probably call behind. Interesting hand here. We want a 10, and we want it now. And the opponent's probably got ace king. He's put an ace king or a set. No less. No one's betting big there with the blind. So that was going in blind. We're looking at trying to isolate the cutoff. But then obviously the big blind woke up with the bigger hand. We'll defend a 10-9, but this is small blind. Really risking it here. It's the worst spot on the table. We want to keep the pot relatively low, which is happening. There is an ace out there, so we've probably got the worst hand at the moment. But if we hit 10, we might have the best hand. 9 comes out, we definitely probably got the best hand. Don't know. Not sure where we land, but keeping the pot low is where we want to be with the medium showdown value hand. He raising it up. We'll get out of the hand. His 10's gone. He's woke up with something. We're happy to get out of the way. All right, I've got kings. And that's another thing too. When you're hitting card, we're going to call you just because you got the 2. And when you've been hitting cards, play more hands, but then make sure you adjust. If another 2 come out, could have got value from the ace, possibly. Queen 6 hits on the river. Would have been funny though. If you actually missed the hand, we won by with 7-2, I guess. All right, what a backdoor, but could be definitely dominated here if he bets into us, but just never know. Looks like he might be scared. Checking here on the river. Really just, we were trying to get the showdown value cheaply, but we'll definitely raise it and try to get value from the ace. Get a call here. Really trying to get the club, but it didn't come out. Unfortunate. Didn't get the club. Yeah, missed out. A6 gone. A8, I mean. All right, let's somewhat bring it back now to some normality. In position, trips. Bet. Not get called. You might think we're bluffing. 9-8. We'll bet with a 10. All right, I got a king here. We'll bet. Little pot. Fives will call. So fives are going. All right, 10's in position. Oh, we got trips. Set, I mean. Alright, fives are gone. What's our opponent doing? This could be a nasty hand, actually. But again, we could be really dead here. Check behind. Go over flush. Ace Queen's got 2 pair. Yeah, maybe we left money on the table there. Ooh, Jack 2 offsuit. One from the big blinds. Nice. King Queen. Just not going to get carried away. I know we're winning a bit here. Not doing too bad. You know, just don't ruin it. We're still got to keep it quite tight from out of position. Backdoor, flush. He's shoving all in. Mark's just had enough. He's given up. Oh, no. I was going to call, but it's going to get expensive. I think Mark's tilted. I think he's given up. So we want to get a hand now, and I think he's just going to give up and keep spewing chips. So we really need to get in there, but I'm not going to risk it. Okay, gut shot. I'm going to call. Free card on the river. Just didn't get there. Got a gut shot with a 6, but yeah, unfortunately, just get out of there. We didn't build the pot up either. The only other way we could have won there is if we started bluffing. King 8, gone. Raise a big. Got to decide to throw it in or fold. Tough spot though. If he's looking at Ace King, it's a tough spot. You know yourself. If you've got Ace King there, you might be doing that move. Or Queens. If he gets a Queen, he gets a Queen. We're not going to take it personal. And we're going to ride it all the way. If he gets it, he gets it. Beautiful. Unfortunately, he didn't have aces or kings or a queen. Unfortunately, folds, but too expensive for fours. Just can't risk it. It's nothing worse than calling and just not hitting your set with the fours. All right, aces again going for it. If he wins, he wins. Good luck to him. 88%. Doesn't mean it doesn't come out. All right, nice. It holds up. Sometimes people say aces never hold. This time it does. All right, got 10 suited. We'll call in position. He could have king, queen, king, jack. Now he's out of position. And he's just going to throw his chips in, hopefully. In 8, back floor. Backward draws. Backdoor flushes, I mean. All. He could have aces here. Hopefully he checks because he doesn't have a diamond. I don't want to see a shove. Fives. Oh, wow. 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 That's a wow moment. A wow moment, that one. No way he's winning the hand and then hits on the river. F4. Nice. Oh, we've got a flush. We'll bet it. Backdoor flush for ace king. Still 2 overcards. Backdoor again. He raises. We gotta let go. I'm going to keep things relatively cheap while we don't have a hand. A gut shot with ace 4, but if the 6 comes out, we're definitely in trouble there. Okay, flush draw. Came out. Hopefully it comes out. All right, let go King Jack here. Missed everything with ace 4. Got the straight. Got a book on the flop with jacks though. King Jack's gone. Flush is there. We can call here. Do have a, if he's got a 9, so be it. All right, he's bluffing. Tried a bluff catcher. That was about it. Gonna bet the jacks here. I don't know what he's got, but we've got a book, so unless he's got a set of aces or quads, he'll be losing here. Yeah, he's calling. It's gonna run in the news. Ace king, beautiful hand. All right, nice. Where a lot of people probably don't bet big either. At the moment, things are going well. And sometimes it's just a matter of the time of day as well, I guess. Or, it doesn't even matter. If you hit your hands and everyone else is getting the second best hands that they're happy with, then you can play against the best of players and you're having a good day. We're not going cheap. Not going cheap. Got a caller. All right, so you got market 93% here. We could probably value bet. Got folding here. All right, I've got a set, unless it's got ace 10. He could shove here with king jack being really frustrated as well. All right, we'll check behind with deep stacked. We could probably call this whatever bet they throw here. Throw a bet in. I think you'd be surprised there as well if a flush come out. I think we could have been trapping a few, or trapping one of them at least. It might have been a deep stack. That would have been really good. Yeah, the guy with $4 behind him. And all of a sudden we get 8 on the table. All right. Need 2. This is a case of having. I just gotta let go. Should have probably called. Because if I get a 2, I'm probably stacking someone. Marks in their hand, so that doesn't mean anything. All right, we've got a gut shot with a backdoor flush with ace 4. Okay. So we'll try and do a lot of checking at the moment. Go straight, go bet it. Why not? He might call with an 8. He might call with a 9. He might call with a pocket pair there. But we'll throw the bet in regardless. So playing pretty simple poker at the moment. Make a hand bet. Haven't made the hand. Check. Out of position. Check. Just don't build up the pot unless you're guaranteed win. Okay, so we've got a 5. We'll defend 7-3 since we've been winning a lot of hands, but 5 comes out. We can't be happy here. There's a straight there. Alright, 2's gone. Even if a 5 comes out, we could have the second best hand there. I guess Mark will play. Expect him to start spewing. He could have a jack here. I'll let it go. I reckon he's got a jack. I mean, quite a big bet as well. Although I did have a feeling too he's going to stack, let's just stack off, but he's targeting us now. We need a jack. We need a jack here. Call with 4s. 4 for 4. We'll bet the ace queen. 4s are gone. Jack 10. Get a small bet. Got aces. Oversized bet. Usually someone who's scared of their hand. Got a hand, but they're scared to get outdrawn. Hand's gonna check this one. I don't know why, but oh, Queen of Spades, please. Purely just call because the Queen of Spades. He's saying he's got the Queen of Spades or a book there. If it was the Queen of Spades, we had the Royal Flush. That would have been awesome if he shoved into our Royal Flush because we would have got chips for the flip out as well as doubling up. So what I'll do, leave this table. We'll leave this table. Cash out. Restarting some tables. Make sure that let's protect what we've made so far. So far it's been a good session. Don't want to ruin it. Another one. It's good that they're going ever so slow. We do it one at a time. Ace king. Gotta raise this one up. From in position, beautiful. 10-5 will open. Get ready to open up the next table. Pretty strange. Barrel call. Got shot with 10-5. And then we'll open up the next table. Hit a set, we'll bet. Get behind. So we've got top pair. We've got a pretty much catcher. We'll bet small just in case he calls with a 9 or an 8. There is a 7 out there, which he probably raise. Queen Jack got a straight, but there's a 4-card flush, so we're just going to let that one go. Alright, we got trips with Jack 3. Alright, calls. Sticky with a 6. Alright, that worked. Get a bet with the trips. Wait a sec. We don't want this table. Alright, so we've got a open ender. What happens if a jack comes out? Jack doesn't really help. Probably should have called with 10-9. It's been working for us. Ace full. Win the bare minimum. Lose the bare minimum. Alright, so we're just making sure that new table, perfect. How much we got behind? 68. So if we quit now, we're back to 80. Out of position, just fold it. No one's really 3-betting or 4-betting enough at the moment. So we're getting away with exploiting them. So we beat Jackson 10s and a 9. And flush draws and stuff like that. Sure, he's probably got an ace or a king maybe. We're glad to get a fold. Three, looks like we're giving up this hand. Alright, so I got an open ender. Want the four to come out. Got a 6, but probably do we bet this because we get an ace high to call? I'm going for an ace high to call. It's very thin. Alright, so I got a pair. We beat ace high. He's got 4s. How we get there? Alright, so he's cheeky with the 4s though. Alright, 3s. Ace is already out. We're not going to chase. Got 7s. Very expensive. Chase a 3 there. Alright, got 7s. Let's go with the 7s. Got 2s again. Well, the ones open up. We open up with Queen 10, but maybe should have called. These could be good. Please be good with the twos. Good flop for twos. You could have ace high, hopefully checks. Sure. Not sure what he's got there, but I think if he's got ace high, he's not betting. Got a jack. All right, we'll bet it. And quick look at the rewards. 170. So well on the way to getting the 1500, which is good. We're not too bad. Could be the best hand with nines. Ace high probably beats us. Maybe a bluff on the river might have been a go. Kings. A fold his short stack as well. So I'm going to make, on that flop, I was probably going to make a choice of folding or shoving. All right, pocket eights. Could have 4-bet too with king 4. I've got an open ender. Should have the best hand with eights. Don't need to bet there and face a raise and put ourselves in a tough spot. We possibly could have snap called a bluff there. Short stacker. Hopefully we're just stuck with this guy. He doesn't seem like a strong player. We'll play anyway. Open ender. That's what we want. Gotta raise it up with jacks. Unfortunately, we missed, but all right, one for jacks. Again, that table in the middle at the top's hurt us a little bit. All right, ace king in the small blind. Raise it, but small raise. Is there only limped? Gonna go for 3 streets here. Alright, we're happy with that little win. Body fives. Twosies. Open tens. We like 4-bet King 9 suited if we want. Tens out of position. We'll just drop out the way of twos because we didn't hit. Another one of those favourite players of ours that seem to like to disconnect. Defending, got queen. He's going to have queens and jacks, I reckon, sometimes here. I don't know if he's got a king, though, because he would have bet otherwise. Yeah, deep stacked. Will twos hold up? No. Although we're drawing to a club or a 3. Fair few outs. I'm going to call threes. We'll call 1. Fold out. Ah, on the river too. On the river as well. It'll be too expensive to call the river. That shot. Oh, need a 6. Alright, 7's hold. Ace 2. And but then a queen plays, so probably an easy. Keep it low. Alright, we've got a gut shot plus a flush draw. Missed everything. And a scare card in the river. Nice steal, that one. Alright, nice. We needed that. If it got called, would have hurt. We're winning on one table at least. Flush draw open ender. Alright, he calls. Calls with pocket fours. I suck. You call with fours, mate. Alright, we'll flat that one. Could be a shove with a spade. The case of just a flip most times there. Maybe two overcards with a flip. Or he's got a jack. Alright, two pair. Hopefully there's an ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack, ace, 10. Alright, it's got a shove here, two pair. He's got a set of fours. Good luck to him. We'll just shove. Hopefully he's got king, ace, king or something like that. Ace 3. Perfect. He's in really bad shape. He's still in him with a queen. Got him. But that table's been really good for us. Well, at the moment, we just had a bit of a dry spell. Alright, ace 10. I'm going to playing a low ball kind of strategy. Seems to be working at the moment. Ace is not going to be good enough there. Not folding 10. Let's leave this table. If he bets, could fold. We could have a best hand here. We could probably snap off a small bet. I'm going to call, small bet. Okay. Wasn't really a small bet, I guess, but it's that same table again. Alright, aces, let's see what happens. Out of position, 3-2. At least we've got an ace of spades. We beat ace, queen, ace, jack. All the hands that we shouldn't be up against. Ace 9. Alright, it's gonna let go. Oh, on the river. On the river. So I think raising there. Maybe a little bit tight folding there. Let's have a look. They could be doing that kings and queens. Maybe we should have shoved as well. Because overpairs are calling. Draws are raising. Have a quick look. It's relatively a dry board. So probably put a set in his hand. Maybe overpairs. I did tell myself I'm happy to shove all in with aces and we're just gonna run into kings and queens a lot. And then obviously we're gonna run into worse hands sometimes. Would be good here with sevens. Multi-way pot though. Set will bet it. Hopefully he's trapping with king queen. Yeah, hopefully he's got ace king and he raises us. Goes wild with trips. Doesn't go wild with trips, but we got paid. We beat king high. Wall in behind with ace eight. Back doors. Open ender. Alright, we've got the straight, but the flush comes out. What is flat? No. So I thought maybe a flush, but didn't lose any value there just by flatting behind. That was just the only thing I was worrying about is whether or not we get some value. Alright, here we go for a ride with queens. Hopefully get a jack to call. A bit too much there with sixes. There's 3 streets of value for a jack. Yeah, beautiful. He also got stuck chasing a flush as well. We close to the end. Oh, everyone's deep. I'm gonna call. Alright, gonna raise it up with ace queen. Better position. Just fold that one. Yeah. Shame we didn't. That 6 was a 5. Try and take it down with ace queen. Raise all in. We'll cash out. 6-4. Still a good flop for 6-4. I'm a bit bored. Nice, we got it down. What? Ace jack suited. Keep it quite low. Hopefully someone's got a king. Someone with a king playing low ball. It's the wrong suit. Oh crap. King queen got it. Need a 10. He's dreaming. 20 far out. Gets down the river though. So he's scared, and at the same time, maybe he's not scared. Maybe he's got a set. Doesn't well 2-pair. He doesn't get run over. You just never know what people do sometimes. All right, so I got an open ender. Oh, we got a gut shot with the flush draw. Shot. Yeah, we got a flush. We'll bet it. We'll bet this. We got straight. If he's got a 10, he'll raise. If he doesn't have a 10, he's not going to raise. That has to be the worst card in history. Get an 8. Alright, got nothing extra on the turn, so let's get out of the hand. Hit an 8. Hopefully it's enough. Yep. Small win. Ace king. Kings. Not a great flop for ace king. Alright, so I'm happy with the fault there. Spotting that one. Small blind. Backdoor. Fold out this one. Do have an ace. Ace four's gone. Pretty cheap. Bought that one. Alright, hit a set. Bet that one. Need the board to pair up here. We're in trouble. Yeah. Told you we're in trouble. Raise it with nines. Purely just trying to go for another diamond, but tens. Okay, flush draw. Okay, made it. Why we didn't raise it, just in case. So, backdoor. Open ender with the backdoor. Yeah, teammate's gone. Really want something here with, don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh, it just shoves all in. Maybe. Alright, I got a straight. Need to defend it because you want the flush. Alright, gut shot with Jack 10. So I've got a book. Better. Could be straight calls. Jack calls. Probably maybe a pocket pair calls. Someone might go crazy with a king queen. So we actually got the best result there for such a low board. For low opposition. Backdoors. Flush draw now. Maybe bet the ace, but it gets us on the river. Bet the ace, I'll win the flop. Win the hand though. Okay. So you got two pair. Probably should have bet on the flop. Perfect. Alright, so this is the type of hand you dream of. I had everything but missed everything. Alright, two pair. Hopefully no set. Alright, ace king's gone. One of those things you can shove or fold there, I guess. Turned out Jackson to a bluff. It worked. Alright, threes. Aces. Gonna fold threes there. I mean, sure, if the club comes out, could be pretty good bet. If he's got a club as well, pretty much dead. Very bored for aces. Can at least call, isn't he? Happy to see a fold there. Not as pretty good. The board paired up on the river too. So you with an over pair, you want the board to pair up. Two pair. Be nice if he's got like king queen there. Right. Backdoor, but didn't get through. All right, so we're winning tiny hands, but we've also lost a little bit in this period, I think. Didn't three bet, we just got bluff that one. All right, good aces. Cannonball. Oh, he's out of the hand, unfortunately. It's gone. I know we've got an open ender, but we're on the tail end of it, which is never a good thing. Straight, so we'll bet it. Yeah, okay, we'll call this one. I got a gut shot. All right, unfortunately, get the flush. Open ender. We hit it, we're going to bet it. 8-6. Tiny hand, but one of those things. Okay, I've got a straight. Lose the king 9, but there could be a lot of 2 pairs in his range. A lot of hearts. Damn it. Snap it off. We'll bet the ace. All right, snap call the ace there. He's got 2 pair. Okay. Backdoor flush. If he's got it. Oh, it's just straight anyway. Damn it. Just a chop. Yuck. I've got aces here. Like to lose one at least. Preferably pimping, I guess, fold. The other guy's got to call much wider. Don't like the 10. Check behind. Open endo, queen 10. We'll bet this one. Hopefully no one's got a 10. You might call her the queen. Five, 3. Queen 10's chop. Okay, got trips. And I've got a book. Any calls? Beautiful. All right, so slowly, very slowly, these hands shoves all in. Yeah, enough. I'm just gonna drop it. I think Queen Jack suited is just a little bit loose there. I've done that. I've done some weird calls before when I think someone's actually just shoving all in. If you're doing that with Queen Jack or something like that, and you run into someone just throwing an ace in, you're such an underdog already. It's just not worth it. Really wanted a club on the turn, but didn't get there. Ace high is probably good enough, but we can't bet it. Ace Jack. All right, nines are going to defend. Falling here. You see I arrange the king. Everyone's called. I'm out of the hand. There is a gut shot though. No. Weird he didn't bet the jack though. Fold anyway. Alright, got a set. Gut shot with Queen Jack. Probably should have called with the nines since we had the gut shot. think we're calling. Not happy about it, but I think we're calling. 10 again? No. Terrible flop for King Queen. Hit a 5. Hopefully it's enough. Fives. Hey, hit a 7 on the river. Fives are gone. Oh, we got a 5. And 8-6. Gut shot. Double gutter? No, it's not double. Oh, it is a double gutter. Missed it though. Yeah, unfortunate, but we hit the 8. I think he's just gonna have an ace there or measly like kings, queens, jacks or something like that. But we lose 2. Pocket 3s. We had 6s. Yeah, you never know. Open ender. Oh, it was a gut shot actually. All right, good hand for 3s. Get a better. Three on the river. Would have been a flush too. Interesting. All right, flush draw. Very short stack as well. Ace high against jack high. We actually had the nut flush with the king queen hand. Give me a 10 on the river. Eh, 8-3. Oh, nice. Nice little win. Not winning big hands, but we're winning small hands. Ah, need a queen on the river. Remember it was weird. Remember that hand was weird. Someone called really low. Yeah, flush comes out. Going for the bluff here with King 9. Check behind, see if we can get a 9 or a king. Queen 3. King high. He's playing with his chips. It goes back to the theory of when they do the chip emote, they've got a marginal hand or not a strong hand. Or they're trying to make a play, so they could be drawing as well to a hand. So they usually add a line or something like that. We're just winning hands here without even trying now with that sixth table. Pocket jacks. Backdoor should not be in this hand. Cut shot. We've got a straight here, and we should not be in this hand. Is he going to shove with aces and kings? If he's got a set of queens and he shoves, that would be hilarious. All right, we need to bet this one. Danger zone. Right, folding ace jack there. Just don't know what Chino is going to be doing there. Checks to get a fold. They're really playing low ball poker at the moment. We're not really doing much raising. Probably get a king. Scary card. All right, we'll bet. We've got a straight. There's going to be a chop, but hopefully he's got 9. King 10. Okay. 2 pair. Sometimes you think, oh, they're only going to do it with, a chop. But people turn their hands into a bluff. Just those bad players. And you just can't assume you know what they're thinking. Because sometimes these guys just see their cards. All right. So amongst it all, we finally got one. It's quite a period where we didn't really win that big hands. Just been winning baby hands. Ace on the river. Probably snap call, whatever he's got. If he bets 1 or 2, I think we just call. Ace hates chop. He's probably going to call anyway. Remember back in the day, someone tried telling me King 8 was a good hand. Alright. No reason to be in this hand, but we've got 7-4. If we get a 5, we'll be cashing. I got top pair, but cool. Yeah, unfortunate. Let's get a check here. We're going to lose big. I thought if we hit a 5, we're going to disguise straight, and we're just going to get him to over value his hand, even with trips there. Geez, King high's going to beat us here. I mean, ace high's going to beat us here with king queen. So if we bet him, we might be able to get an ace to fold, but then pocket pairs are going to call. That's the only downside. So I think I'm going to check behind. Yeah, queen high. Dang, it would have been nice if you had like ace queen and we hit our card. The problem is you can't have trips without us hitting anyway, so we'll open up queen 10. Now this is where you want to hit sevens, usually on the turn. Could have been hitting on the river too. Alright, top pair. Not any more. Scare card, we need a king. He bets a scare card. Cheeky. Backdoor flush with a7. Too expensive. I only call because you get a queen on 9 with Booker. Two pair, but there's a straight out there as well. Probably the only hand that, the only board with that, with a hand that we have. We're really turning into a bluff there. Three, two, 9, 6. Wow. That shot with Jack 10. Ah, was a 9. Flush draw 9, 7. It's pocket 10s. A set. We'll bet this one. Got aces. Come on. Good book. Good hand for aces. I mean for 10s. Jack 9 gets there though. Jack 9. Good 8s. It's a cooler for him. Right, perfect. Ace king. Calling fours, but probably shouldn't have called that. It was pretty cheap though. Many times we don't call there and hit on turn. So after a little bit of a dry spell, seem to be hitting hands. Just trying to dodge a bullet here. I got kings, why not? That's why not. And a got over. Need a king, just not a heart. Up there on the river. Probably lost the bet actually. Probably should have bet there. The straight. Open ender with queen 10. Start. Ace king move. Missed everything there. Ah, force. Open ender with ace 10. We'll take that. Fortunate. Did a 10 on the river. Can't be exactly happy with queens here. Just went over pair on the board. Alright, so we can bet here and get the jack to call. I'm going to snap this off. They're going to call with jacks. I don't think they could have kings. A jack and a 9. Nice little hand. If that confident, maybe we could have raised. We'll call. Just hopefully we'll stack calls. All one, but might hurt. Get a shove. Divi gets his overpair to call. Alright, 10, need an 8 on the river. We've got a bluff with the ace of spades, but not going to do it though. Maybe 10, 9, he's probably get a call. Right, if he doesn't have a 10, might have king high. We could bet here for value. Maybe. Let's bet it. And then hopefully he calls. It goes check, check on the river, and he calls with king high. Anyway, you never know. And 5's going to fold. It's tempted to call, to be fair, but we're a little bit too wide. Backdoor with ace jack. No heart, which get out of the way. 10 of hearts would have been a good hand. All right. I think. How many points have we accumulated? 165. All right, ace 10 suited. Hey, beautiful. We'll get a call with the 8. 8 big blinds. I was going to say nearly a gut shot, but I'm just going to let go. Just a little bit too expensive there. Pretty much just hitting on the turn there, and then we could shove and then see how we go. But unfortunately, no, not that time. Yeah, unfortunately, the king's hand there before just kind of stinks a little bit. Bad flop with a 5 there. But deep enough. Yeah, deep enough. And then if he hits ace king there and we hit the 9 so that 10 comes out, then we've got something. All right, flush draw 5-3. Money back. Bankroll. Right. Ace king. A pair, but no reason to be in this hand for 6s, but wow, okay. Two bit ace queen. All right, let's pull it. I want to have at least one decent hand before we left. Yeah, here we go, kings. All right, we're in trouble with the 10. Even king got there. So he saves money. Oh, it's a chop. And he saves money as well. Ah. Just hoping to get a fold there. Been through a bet us pre-flop. Would have been nice to get an 8 again. He'll have a queen. He's got a bet here as well, probably. Yeah, backdoor. Ace of clubs. Rates come out. Everything comes out. Still no call. Alright, so got a crap hand here, but a flush draw. Yeah. Alright, I've got kings. I'm gonna call it session. We lost a fair bit there at the end. Oh, just a little bit. But it's still an upside one. The Kings dropped us down. So we're probably sitting around 80, but now we're at about 75. So still good session, but we probably overplayed it a little bit. But anyway, guys, I've still got 273, so probably, what, a fifth of the way, maybe, roughly. So, yeah, 3 5s of 15. So just over 5 of the way, a fifth of the way. So, yeah, okay. We've got 7 days to make that way. So catch you next video.